started going back and forth about these particular topics most recently in the larger frame of a kind of a long-standing relationship and conversation, in part spurred by Joseph Goldstein's recent article about Nibbana, especially as that often described as nirvana, although he chooses the word Nibbana in its traditional form for various reasons, as in particular as it's explored in the framework of early Buddhism and the expression of early Buddhism in the Theravadan tradition, mainly currently centered in Southeast Asia, although with many kind of currents moving into the West, including currents that I've been writing for the last 30 years or so. And then that opened up to a larger conversation, including about ultimate matters like, is there God, which is a proxy of sorts for talking about the nature of the ultimate ground, particularly if we understood that tricky word with just three letters starting with G and ending with D, that it doesn't have to strictly mean the kind of personality that we find in the Bible and in the Abrahamic traditions of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. So with that said, here we go.
Yeah. So what I'd suggest starting with Nibbana. Let's start at the source. And then I think as we work our way from there, then I think it'll begin to make sense and you'll see the framing that I hold. And this framing is based on experience. I mean, it's also based on my reading and research. For example, in the Mahasi Sayadaw book, the Manual of Insight, it talks about Nibbana being the cessation of all materiality and all mentality. And my Theravadan teacher, Pa Auk Sayadaw, in his book Knowing and Seeing, says the same thing, that Nibbana is a complete cessation of all materiality and mentality. So what does that actually mean? Experientially, there is a territory, an unconditioned location that contains this quality. This Nibbana is contained there. And the way that I've experienced it and frame it and teach it is that there's sort of two sides to that coin. There's the unmanifest side and there's the manifest side.